To order, all rise. Circuit Court in Fort Lee County is now in session. The Honorable Judge Bruce Kyle presiding.
Please be seated. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I can't complain. Who'd listen, right? I'm the one who gets paid to listen to people complain.
For sure.
Here comes Mr. Hunter. You ready?
Yes.
For the record, both assistant state attorneys are present, both defense counsel and Mr. Sievers. State's ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is ready?
Yes, Mr. Sievers would like a moment with me, however.
Sure. How much time do you need? We'll give you whatever you want. 10 minutes? 5?
5 minutes.
You got it. We'll be in recess for 5.
Thank you.
Please be seated. Ready. For the record, both assistant state attorneys are present, both defense counsel and Mr. Sievers. State's ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Sievers? Sir, you do realize that whether or not you testify here today, it's a decision only you can make. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand your lawyer can only give you advice on whether he thinks you should or should not take the stand. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to talk to your lawyer about whether or not you should testify?
Yes, sir.
Do you need any more time? What would you like to do today, sir?
I'm not going to testify,
Okay?
but I'd like to go home.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll bring the jury out and you guys can rest in front of them. I'm assuming there's no rebuttal. Okay. Why don't we walk through the jury instructions and get those right first then? And what we may do is let the defense rest and then we can move to closings. Okay. All right. Why don't we walk through them all over again, just to be sure?
The court has the revised copy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have 3.1 introduction to final instructions. Any objection? Defense?
No objections to 3.1, Your Honor.
7.1 introduction to homicide. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
7.2 murder first degree. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
5.3 criminal conspiracy. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
When there are lesser included crimes or attempts.
No objection, Your Honor.
7.4 second degree. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
7.7 manslaughter. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
You guys talked about the principal instruction yet or no?
We have not, Your Honor. Your Honor, again, I still assert that 3.5B is more coherent and more congruent with the state's principle theory of their case. Accordingly, Your Honor, it's our position that 3.5B should be the instruction given to the jury to avoid any confusion.
State?
Judge, it's our position that both instructions should be given because there's evidence to support both theories, or the principal theory. There's evidence to support the principle by act theory and that the defendant did something or said something which incited, caused, encouraged, or assisted someone to commit the crime. And there's also evidence that he made or promised payment in exchange for commission of the crime. And so it's our position that both instructions should be given.
Okay, we'll come back to that. 3.7, plea of not guilty, reasonable doubt. It looks like the standard. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
3.9, you've made the change. There was one change, I guess, where it was he or she.
It was he or she. And again, Your Honor, I did move for paragraph 10. Does the witness have a reputation for honesty or dishonesty?
Well, so your objection noted for the record, overruled. 3.
There are two 3.9s. Ms. Lee did one with the defendant testifying and one with the defendant without the defendant testifying. So the first 3.9, the third paragraph on the bottom, the defendant has become a witness. So the first one is the one we need to discard.
Yes, sir.
And we use the second one that does not have that paragraph.
Yes, sir. We have 3.9A, defendant not testifying. It looks like the standard. Any objection?
Your Honor, can we back up?
Sure. 3.9, weighing the evidence?
Yes.
Okay.
I need a moment.
Yes, sir.
My right is discard the one. And for the record, with respect to 3.9, I have no objection to the instruction with the omission of the defendant has now become a witness. So I.
And your other objections noted for the record as to number 10.
Thank you, Your Honor.
3.9A, defendant not testifying. It looks like the standard. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
3.9B, defendant's statements. The defense requested that. It looks like the standard. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
3.10, rules for deliberation. Looks like the standard. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Cautionary instruction. Looks like the standard. Any objection?
No objection.
3.12, verdict.
No objection.
3.12A, single defendant, multiple counts. You removed the information language. Any objection either side?
No objection.
3.13, submitting case to the jury. Looks like the standard. Any objection?
No objection.
And we have the verdict form. You renew your objection from yesterday?
I renew my objection with respect to the language of conspiracy and that it did not specify which level of conspiracy or what the conspiracy was.
Okay, noted for the record. So there's no other instructions either side thinks that we need at this time? State.
No, only to conclude our discussion about the principal instructions.
Defense, any other instructions?
No other requested instructions for inclusion. However, Your Honor, for the record, I would like to renew all of my previous objections, including my objection to the principal theory.
Well, first things first, we need additional language, don't we, anyway, to make sure that this applies only to the non-conspiracy count?
Yes, it's in the first one, and I'm actually sitting here putting it into the second one. And if you look at the bottom of 3.5A, principles do not apply to the conspiracy charge, the proposed language. And we think that that proposed language should also be in 3.5B if the court gives both instructions.
Defense.
I definitely agree it should be in 3.5B.
Principles do not apply to the conspiracy charge. Think that's blunt enough? Or should it be this principle instruction does not apply to the conspiracy charge?
That's good too?
I think it's clear,
The instruction regarding principles does not apply.
something along those
The
lines.
instruction regarding principles does not apply to the conspiracy charge.
Acceptable?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So either side need any time before we bring the jury out once we're ready?
The instruction does not. At least does not.
State?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Do you need any time before we bring the jury out once we have this ready?
Just a couple of, the equipment is set up.
5
Just to-
minutes would be great,
yeah,
Your
just
Honor,
to get
just
our
so we can make sure.
Do you need any time?
I need no additional time, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, the instruction regarding principles does not apply to the conspiracy charge.
Okay. You'll add that language to both, print them up. I'll give you 5 minutes to get everything set up. I'm gonna think about this for a couple more minutes and then we'll make up I'll make a decision and then we'll move forward. Okay. Once they're ready, just come grab me. I'll be right in your back. I won't wander this time.